So, I've been supporting Man United since 1977. Family members sat me in front of the TV when I was 8 years old. FA Cup final, Silver Jubilee year versus Liverpool, who were the best team in the land. There you go, son, watch this. Fortunately, we beat Liverpool 2-1, preventing them from winning the treble that year. And they'd have been the first team ever to do it, and as you know, we've done it in 99. 79 Cup final, I was 9. Alan Sunderland, last minute, got beat, sat there and cried in front of the telly. FA Cup was the only game live them days. All through the 80s, went to Old Trafford, first game courtesy of Ronnie Jones, rest in peace, took me to my first game, Brighton and Hove Albion, 2-1, on a Saturday afternoon, loved it, fell in love, the place, the burgers, the food, the atmosphere, everything. Not great football. All through the 80s, we won a couple of FA Cups. Very mediocre team at times, never really pushed for the league, but I loved it. I love Man United, I love the team, and I went regardless of what, even if we got beat. So nowadays, last night, okay, we got beat by a poor team, but the abuse that the team are taking, you know, at the end of the game, all right, sing a silly few songs, but to give the team abuse, listen, if you don't like it, don't pay your £71 ticket that it went to get you there. Don't pay your airfare. Don't take the time off work. Don't go and pay your hotel fees and all the other fees. Make a stance and don't abuse the club because you don't love the club. If you start to abuse the club, I went through thick and thin, whether we lost or not. 5-0 away at Everton. Got kicked by a horse after the game. Never sat at the end of the terraces at the end of the game and started giving abuse to the players, and that's not what you're doing it for. You've been brought up on success. All through the 80s, we won nothing. Nowadays, a lot of United fans, all that they've known is success, and they expect it. So if we're not winning, right, fair dues, we're not happy, everybody's not happy, but don't start abusing the team and the club. That's not going to help. Who's that going to help anyone? It's not. If you want to make a stance, don't go. Don't pay the ridiculous prices. In my opinion, a lot of the problems these days is you've got a lot of foreign players in our league that have ruined basically the English game and the national team because they're over here and they're over here for the money spinning exercise. Simple as that. They don't care about the club. Your Memphis Depays and the other boys out there, your Danny Blins, and they don't care. Even Martial, they'll go home in a few years, they'll have made the money and they'll go back home. Their heart's not in the club. So it's up to us as supporters of the club from this country to get behind the team no matter what. And if you're unhappy at the end of the game, hang your head, walk out and be there for the next game. But don't abuse him. Otherwise, don't go. Because all you're there for is a glory. You're happy. If the club are winning, happy days. But if they're not, oh, I'm not having any of this. I'm not paying my money to see a team that doesn't win. You think crap football? Go back to the 80s. I'll show you some crap football because I was there every week. Right? End of. If you're not a true United fan, then just stay away. That's my message to you. Otherwise, get behind the club. And if we don't play well, we don't play well. But don't abuse the players, please. Be a little bit smarter and bigger than that. Yeah? That's my message, anyway.